Hi, this is Michael J. Martin, and you're listening to Up and Coming on the Gary Russen Program, GJRB Online.
Fabulous. Comes from Brazil. His name is Era Winterland. Do you agree with me? Doesn't it have that like Bob Dylan sound to it? It's fabulous. You'll hear it in its entirety on Up and Coming here on GJRB, and of course in our music rotation, as we always have a lot of the songs on our music rotation here on GJRB. That's a great one too. Ira Winterland, and that's a great song. It's called Eternal Love. Gary J. Russell with you on GJRB Online, 13 minutes past 5 in the East, 13 minutes past 5 Central Time, past 6 in the East. And we're looking at 13 minutes past 3 in the Pacific. Gary J. Russell with you on GJRB Online. Our last part of the Gary Russen program for today is our first time back. And I'll tell you, it's a pleasure to actually work with a computer that is cooperative. Although I've been getting dumped off every once in a while in here. I get this, snap thing on every once in a while. I get thrown off, but I did. After I just loaded it the first time, I had to do it again. I don't know. It's just sometimes it does that for some apparent reason. Don't ask me why, but it did it again. But here I am back on the air with you again. Glad you can be with me. I'm Gary J. Russen. This is GJRB Online. The Gary Russen program is we're wrapping things up for another day of our show. And thank you for tuning in. And thank you everyone for joining me today for the show. And again, we're remembering my father today because he passed on this day back in 1995, and sorely missed. And I'm sure glad that. He died sad. He was in a lot of pain from what I understand. So I remember well. So let's go ahead and look at some of the postings that happened during our break. First of all, my sister Darcy posted that same story about that woman who threw her child off a bridge, and she said exactly what I said about 2 hours ago. Tell me what happened to people in this world. She says, please explain to me, how can you kill a child, let alone your own, flesh and blood, who loves you and the protection? This kid did trust this child. This child trusted this mother, and look what she did. And someone posted demonic, simply put. And I said that this woman has some major issues mentally to do this. Mentally. Okay? And that she must have been having problems ever before then. To actually throw this child from a bridge. This happened in Oregon, okay? In a river that I can't pronounce. But that's sad. So what do you think of that? We're going to talk about that a little bit toward the end of the show today. Also, program schedule and sports page coming up here in a couple of minutes. Got some things to talk about on the sports page. Other than that, other things going on. Okay, let's see here. There's been a recent outbreak of vehicle burglaries and thefts in Comanche, according to the Comanche police. That story coming out. That's local news. And let's see, other stuff going on. Let's see, wrong place, wrong time. Woman takes wrong cab, winds up in prison. Ooh, what's that? According to the story, most of us agree to share a cab with a stranger while traveling, but we wouldn't have wound up in jail as a result. This is weird. A woman takes a wrong cab, ends up in prison. This story coming out of CNN, and this, again, I guess is out of Oregon. I'm not sure. It says that stranger traveling, wrong place at the wrong time, nightmare scenario. Stacy Addison, an American veterinarian from Oregon, was traveling solo around the world in January 2013. According to a Oregonian newspaper, Addison's Facebook page, September 5th, Addison traveled from Indonesia to Timor-Leste, if I can pronounce that correctly, known as the East Timor, shared a cab with a border crossing into Belgrade, the capital of Delhi, and on the way there, a passenger asked to pick up a package at a DHL office. Police acting on a tip from the Indonesian authorities were watching and found methamphetamine on the parcel. Methamphetamine. So this woman, who's innocent, mind you, got arrested because someone on the cab had ordered methamphetamine. Come on, man. And this is a case of cop loves to do his job but doesn't do it well. I think that cops who falsely accuse somebody of a crime are too lazy to investigate. And if a cop arrested me that way, I'd say it to his face, "You're lazy, do your job, go find the real person, I didn't do it." This cop did. And this is the foreign country. And boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, another story coming out of the UK. Case of a mother who petitioned the United Kingdom judge to allow her to kill her 12-year-old daughter. Allowed. Petition to a judge to kill her 12-year-old daughter, depriving her dehydration and nutrition, is raising international concerns from disability advocates around the world. Talking about this one on News and Comment on the Gary Russen Program on Friday. So tune in for that. That's sad. What is wrong with you people? Honestly. I don't know. You know, I wish I could get someone on this program who wanted to kill their child this way, or get this sick woman on my program from Oregon who throws her child over a bridge and say, "What is your dang problem?" Really. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I think it's just the fact that more people are the devil than Christ. And I think that's the problem. The world needs Christ, and we're throwing them out, and this is what's happening. This is what's happening. It all adds up to that. You know? It all adds up to that. And it's sad. It really is. It's just plain sad when you got this kind of stuff. So, I'm going to be talking about that this afternoon as we end up the Gary Russen program for today here on GJRB Online. I'm glad you can be with me today. Hope you're enjoying the program from wherever you are. If you're connected to GJRB Online, we're live as it happens. Welcome aboard the program. And this is where it's happening. This is where it's happening. Glad you could be with me today here on GJRB. Sharing on Facebook, Twitter, and my Google Plus, so people on Google Plus can listen to the Gary Russen program as well. And I'm also embedding on my to go on my GJRB listeners group. So if you're a GJRB listener and you're listening to this program, you want to be part of that group, please come on aboard. Love to hear from you today. What do you think of all this stuff? This is sad. It really is. This is sad that when you have sick people like this doing this kind of stuff. So what do you think? We're going to do this last few minutes of the Gary Russen program for today here on GJRB Online, and I'm going to my GJRB Online group page. If you'd like to be part of the group and you follow me on GJRB, just request it. Just request it, and I'll put you on the group page here on GJRB Online. So check it out. Okay? And we're doing that right now. Already posted. I'm on Google Plus. So, last bit of the Gary Russen program for today on GJRB Online. Hope you're enjoying the program wherever you are, wherever you're listening from all over the United States, Canada, New Mexico, wherever it's happening. You got it on the Gary Russen program here on GJRB Online. Happy that you could be aboard. And let's see here. I remember I did that, but I forgot. That stupid thing screwed me up, and I have to do it again. And that is my drive-through. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, because it's time. Yep, you know it, folks. We all know it. It's one of our favorite times of the Gary Russen program. It's time for Gary J's Sports Page. Opening up the Gary J Sports Page for today here on GJRB. Let's see, I forgot to do this yet. Okay. And now, let's do it. Gary J Sports Page on GJRB Online. And starting off with the story I had talked about earlier. The Cubs getting a new manager, Rick Renteria, out. Bye-bye, Rick. You are lousy. Got a new guy in there now. And they're constructing Wrigley Field. And just hired a new guy by the name, and I guess he's a veteran himself, Joe Madden, franchise for 54th manager. And he is, this happened at a popular Cubby Bear bar where they put him in. And Madden said that for me, I'm going to be talking about playoffs next year. Because I can't go to spring training and say any other thing. I'm just incapable of doing that. He said, what could you ever even report? It's all about setting your standards and your goals high, because if you don't set them high enough, you might actually hit your mark. That's what he said. He's going to set his mark high, and he's going to talk playoffs and World Series next year. And like I said before, remember, this is all saying in the back